On the 8th of February, the Octagon returns to the Australian shores. At UFC 312 in Sydney's Kudos Bank Arena, a title fight doubleheader caps off a star-studded lineup.
We're fighters. We are who we are.
Showcasing the finest talent from around the world.
We always will prevail.
In the main event, Dricus Du Plessis looks to defend the middleweight title from the very man he dethroned, Sean Strickland.
The forecast was for a war, and that is what they got.
The South African has become the pride of his nation.
Hello, South Africa!
And now looks to further cement his status as the world's best at 185 pounds. When he takes on the brash American, who is hell-bent on reclaiming what was once his.
Here we are again. I'm gonna beat you. It's gonna happen.
He just wants to march forward and cause violence.
We come back for vengeance.
2024 was the beginning of our championship reign.
South Africa, no vietnam wat ons weet.
In 2025, ends up with me being still champion.
Ooh!
Oh my goodness!
3 in a row for Du Plessis.
And a takedown. He's got the choke. Oh!
There's the tap. Dricus Du Plessis remains the man at 185.
In the co-main event, it's a battle for strawweight supremacy. When Zhang Weili puts her title on the line against Tatiana Suarez.
'Cause that's just who we are.
China's first champion has been a dominant force in her second reign,
Oh!
Just sensational.
but now faces a formidable challenge from the undefeated wrestling phenom.
This is my opportunity to show myself what I already know, and that's I'm the best strawweight in the world.
Got it. 11-0.
比塔蒂安娜的经验更多一些，然后战力可能好一些，对，可以赢得比赛。
She's got it. That's
There's the tap.
Before the Octagon heads down under, we take an exclusive look at our headline attractions.
No matter the distance, we come back for vengeance.
nice.
We needed this instance. 'Cause that's just who we are.
This is UFC 312. Countdown.
We are who we are.
In January of 2024, UFC fans across the world would see a showdown for the middleweight title between two men from different continents.
Sean Strickland, he puts on a pace that to this point not many people have been able to withstand.
He loves to fight. He loves violence.
The champion, a brash and unapologetic American who claimed the crown
Adesanya in trouble early.
by dethroning a legend in the division.
He beat one of the greatest middleweights of all time.
The challenger, an explosive kickboxer turned MMA powerhouse from South Africa.
Du Plessis is an absolute tank of a man. You look at that guy's list of finishes, so many stoppages.
Looking to bring the belt back to his home nation.
To do that against a guy like Whitaker, that is a big wake-up call for the middleweight division.
Title fight next.
Before the bout took place, promotional efforts for the title fight would begin, revealing growing signs of animosity.
You guys know me. I don't give a about that belt. I just want to make bleed. And Dricus is the next one who's going to bleed.
You are not world championship material. You won by fluke, and that's the one
I won by a
point
bro.
in your life.
I want my walk through Izzy, and I'm going to walk through you. End of the day, dude, I talk a lot of and, you know, I deserve some back to me. I'm probably not going to finish that man because he's willing to die in the ring. And if I don't finish him, you're going to see 5 rounds of him getting the other kicked out of him. I promise you that. To the death, Dricus.
In South Africa, around the fire, around the braai, the banter is non-stop and constant. That's how we do things. You know, he said he's going to walk through me, and I'm glad that you know you won't finish me. You won't even get close. He's a bully on the mic, he's a bully in the ring, and I wouldn't allow that.
There's a certain standard that I hold myself to, and the standard got crossed. If you come to me as a man and you say, let's fight, we are going to fight.
Whoa!
Oh, no.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, no.
This is crazy.
I love the bad blood. But, guys, when we get the bad blood,
Let's fight.
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, this is UFC 297, Strickland versus Du Plessis.
All right, Sean, head right out here, my man.
What a matchup it is here in Toronto. Sean Strickland is the hunted and trying to successfully defend and produce his 16th win.
Fighting a guy like Sean Strickland, he's considered by many as a cardio machine. He doesn't get tired. We knew that they are going to expect us to go as hard as we can for the first two, get tired, 3, 4, and 5, that's where they're going to go. I went out there, first 2 rounds, we said, let's keep this at a 60% pace. Make sure you win the round. Edge out the round, but don't go for it.
Nice kick to the body there by the champ. Strickland pumping out that jab early.
I took a lot of jabs.
Cut on the bridge of the nose of the South African.
I realized this is a long fight. Can't just be taking these shots with those small gloves.
Big right late in the round from Strickland.
After the first round, I went back to the corner. I said, okay, I think we lost that round. I said, I'm going to step it up a little.
Spinning back fist lands.
Second round, 100% my round.
Oh, there's a body kick.
I knew he was going to fight hard. He has these wars, you know. At our level of competition, we are world-class fighters. We've been doing this our entire life. You don't see these one-sided wars. Like, we train every single day for this moment.
That was a much better run by Du Plessis in round 2.
Now, when I came out in the third round, I thought, okay, this is where he's going to start slowing down. And I was only starting.
DDP's doing a great job not staying on the back foot, following his game plan.
I was landing a lot better. He was landing a lot less.
Du Plessis is constantly one that's advancing. There it is, Dricus with a blitz.
Definitely my round. His coaches even said they didn't like that round.
Strickland's pace waned in that third round.
Oh, nice left hook there by Sean.
Hey, I don't like that round. You know what I mean? Let's pick up the pace a little bit more on this. Look at me. This is where we start looking to drown this guy.
Now I'm going through a 4th round for the first time in my UFC career, and I'm feeling on fire. I'm not even a little bit tired. I'm feeling like I can take on the world.
Du Plessis certainly would appear to have a lot of energy.
In the first couple rounds, my head was like, oh, this is a really easy fight.
That was a big overhand.
And then the headbutt happened where I got a pretty decent gash in the eye. It took me a round or 2 to adjust the blood. I mean, it was a deep cut.
I caught him with big punches. He called it a headbutt. I know it might feel like a headbutt, but it's just a right hand. But I understand there's a lot of power behind it.
Drake has landed another right hand, and it really cut Sean open now.
I'm not I don't make excuses, but it was a relatively easy fight until that cut happened.
The blood is leaking down. That cut seems to be in a very bad place.
Nice 1-2 from Strickland.
And going to that 5th, I was like, you just put your hands up or you just throw some haymakers and hopefully they land.
Oh, Strickland really starting to find the range again, round 5.
Let's go! Hey, Sean! Oh, yeah, let's go! To the dash, Sean! That's a war, baby! Go, Sean!
Well, the forecast was for a war, and that is what they got. A standing ovation in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, as Sean Strickland and Dricus Du Plessis go the full 25 minutes to decide the UFC middleweight championship.
After the fight, I was 100% certain we won the fight.
Sal Diamato scores the contest. 48-47, Strickland.
I immediately realized this is going to a split decision. And this happy feeling immediately goes into the most anxious feeling I've felt in my life.
For the winner by split decision, and
And when I heard, I knew it was every single sacrifice was worth it. Every single sacrifice.
A close fight to be sure. Dricus Du Plessis able to survive and hold on, and we got a new world champ. Pretty crazy.
Wow. Interesting. Were we wrong? Got a new champion, Dricus Du Plessis. I'm curious, did you have him winning that fight?
I had it 2-2, and I thought Strickland won the last round.
It's just bad judging. Dana's called it. It's just bad judging.
A split decision, but the correct call was made. Dricus Du Plessis went out there, pushed the pace, got in his face.
The fight was purely scored on who wanted to finish a fight, not jabbing and cheaping, no. Going and taking down and kicking and punching hard, trying to kill the guy.
I had Dricus winning the fight pretty convincingly. Like, Strickland won, I would have called it a bad decision.
He said to death, but he didn't fight like somebody wanted to fight to death. And that's why I won that fight.
I thought Strickland did a really good job. It was a really, really close fight, but I did have Strickland ahead.
There was nothing nobody could say that could bother me. I'm champion of the world. So
What a champion he's going to be, and I'm excited to see who the next matchup is for him.
At UFC 297, the middleweight title would change hands in a closely contested bout and see Dricus Du Plessis begin his championship reign. In his first title defense, the South African welcomed the challenge from the division's former king, Israel Adesanya. Although Du Plessis would head into enemy territory for the high-stakes encounter, his home nation showed out in force to support their champion.
UFC 305, the vibe that week in Australia, I felt incredible.
We have quite a few fans, quite a few South Africans here, and do a little meet and greet.
That whole week, everything played out so perfectly. That week, the Springboks played in Brisbane. We were watching it at the sports bar. Wow, I mean, it's crazy. It's amazing. I mean, it felt like I just won a bout all over again.
That's normal now, Dricus?
Well, I guess so. And then the box came to Perth. They played that same weekend, the night before the fight. And that Thursday, we had all the box there, some South African singers.
Right now, we're going to do a meet and greet with the mighty Springboks, the national team. They came to visit, came to say good luck, and of course, me saying good luck to them.
These legends in South Africa, it's double world champions, 4-time World Cup winners in the Springboks.
As a team, thank you so much for having us here today. We're all behind you, and we're all behind you. And this is not just for South Africa now, it's the whole of Africa. We hope we'll make you proud, because I know you'll make us proud. So
thank you so much, Captain. Everybody sang along, we had this vibe there, and I mean, I was just ready to kill anyone.
With a fresh gusto and appreciation for the game, enter one of the greatest middleweights to ever do it, the last style bender, former 2-time undisputed middleweight champion Israel Adesanya.
At a fight night, when they introduced Israel Adesanya, I got goosebumps for how loud it was.
The energy in this place is crazy, man.
It was the loudest sound I've ever heard.
The last style bender is back, and he certainly has the crowd tonight.
And obviously that exact same sound, just in a booing form when they announced me.
Largely in enemy territory, Dricus Du Plessis advised to keep it going tonight.
And I can't care less. It was just a sound that I love.
Nothing else needs to be said. The words now give way to the action.
Oh, nice right hand.
Oh, good left hand now from the champ. Back and forth we go.
All that rushing and exchanging is better for Dricus, because then Dricus can get to his wrestling. Oh!
Beautiful timing. It is so hard to hold down Izzy.
We'll see if Du Plessis efforts to get back to the wrestling here in round 4. Again, working that lead leg of Adesanya.
For me, we had the plan. Take him down when he is expecting you to strike. Then I caught him with a big punch, and he turned his head away.
Oh! Nice left hook there by DDP.
And he started running. And I've seen him do that move a million times. I just followed him and caught him with 3 big punches.
Big right hand. 3 in a row for Du Plessis.
And as I caught him, I could feel he was hurt, and I could probably go on to try and knock him out or TKO him.
And now drags Adesanya down.
That's where, listening to the game plan, I went, take him down when least expected.
Straight to throwing 1 hook in.
As soon as I turned him around, I knew that this fight was over.
Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke. Go.
There's the tap. And still, South Africa, Dricus Du Plessis remains the man at 185.
Biggest moment of my career. Being in there with one of the greatest of all time in Israel Adesanya was an incredible achievement in itself. But going out there and being the first to ever submit him was the pinnacle of my career.
Robert Whittaker, Sean Strickland, and now Israel Adesanya back to back to back.
There's a lot more to happen in my career, but that was, up until this point, so special. Having a whole country so proud, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. It couldn't be more perfect.
Lekker boy, die bok lief!
While Du Plessis would continue his reign, Sean Strickland would remain undeterred from getting back into the title picture.
Anytime you lose, it doesn't matter if it's for a belt or not a belt, it sucks. We train every single day to win. So when you lose, it sucks.
1, 2. Nice.
But life only gets bad when you stop. And that doesn't matter if it's MMA or you're a construction worker. The moment something bad happens in your life and you stop and you continue not to move forward, life sucks.
Yep. 2 to the body. 3-2. Nice.
And if you just continue to move forward, no matter the circumstances, life is good.
Let's.
So you have two choices at this point. You could be a you could and you complain, or you could just move on and say, okay, what's next?
Sean Strickland began the year as the middleweight champion of the world, putting his #1 contender status on the line tonight against Paulo Costa.
I think Paulo Costa, on his run up until the middleweight title, was one of the scariest guys in the division. But now he's back at his best. How does he fare tonight against Sean Strickland, the former champion?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
I think the strategy is wear Paulo Costa out. Keep this pressure on him. Make him wilt over 5 rounds. Oh! Sean hurt him.
Change the race a little. Stay straight. Yes, yes.
There you go. He's used to doing this, and he's used to doing this in the gym, breaking guys, just staying on them and wilting them.
Look at him. He don't want to pick this apart right now. Look at him, bro. Look at him.
Paul's breathing heavy, folks.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh,
head kick.
Drops Costa late. What a way for the former champ to close out that 5th and final round. Sean!
Now, Sean, give us your thoughts on what we want to see from you next.
I want to fight for the belt. Give me it now. I did it for you guys. Give me that title shot.
Officially announced, Dricus Du Plessis will put his UFC middleweight championship on the line to go against Sean Strickland.
They began 2024 with a close fight. The rematch will be done in February.
Du Plessis' preparations for his rematch with Sean Strickland are boosted by the familiarity of his close-knit team that has supported his career since the beginning.
Morning, guys. How are you? Good, guys. Good.
We have an awesome team right here at home in Pretoria. Team CIT with my coach, Mane Visser.
Have your big MMA gloves ready, shin pads off. So it's 6-minute rounds, 10 of them.
Don't chase something that's working. I'm not doing anything different, just better. I'm just doing everything better.
Our fight camp's been very good. We're ready to take whatever comes for us. Every aspect, from wrestling, stand-up, grappling, dirty boxing, everything. You need your team, and it's got to be a proper team. I'll make sure he's got training partners at his level all the time. Okay, guys, let's clinch up and start the clock. Let's go, clinch up. Ready, and let's go. Ja, like so, dis reg. Maak hy like tel, yes. Check your base here, Rael. We've got a point to prove out of the last fight. There's a lot of controversial stories about if Dricus won. This time, we will not leave it to the judges. Met daai laaste punch, gaan jy jou base so veel moet drop. Dat jy opslaan. Want opslaan doen jy nie dit nie. Ja, dat is nie lekker so. So, 1, 2, 1. Yes. Okay.
Sean Strickland is a great fighter. It's just nothing we haven't seen before. I'm a completely different fighter. The fighter that fought Strickland the first time as a challenger and the fighter that fought Adesanya was 2 different people.
Let's go that side, let's go!
Obviously, he has felt what I can do. I'm fitter, I'm bigger, I'm stronger. This time I'll be better at every single aspect. And finishing this fight is what I'm going there to do.
Amid his title defense preparations, the champion steps away from training to clear his mind.
Lekker, welkom.
Dankie.
Embracing another deep passion in his life.
Well, we had Son Studios, one of my very, very good friends for many years, Zaan Zonnekes. He is a South African Afrikaans artist.
This is a song, the next one releasing. It's not really the vibe for the fight, but listen to how pretty this is.
I've been lucky enough to know him even way before he became super famous. And Afrikaans music right now, hotter than ever. It's amazing. I've always been into musical instruments and music in general. I can't sing, but I play drums, I play guitar, a little bit of piano. It's just a small part of something I love to do. And yeah, it's always great to see people professionals at it. Oh, this is awesome. I love it.
Als je saam wil speel, kan je eigenlijk net A speel heel bit, okay? He's actually a very talented musician and he supports Afrikaans music. And there's a fire, there's a passion inside of him, which is contagious. And you feel better when you're around him. You feel stronger. You feel like you can conquer the world. Oh, beautiful. Before the UFC, we knew this guy's going to be UFC champ. And we backed him all the way. And South Africa suddenly knows about MMA, and it's all because of Dricus. Cheers, my bro.
Awesome, bro.
Back in Las Vegas, Sean Strickland takes advantage of the diverse team at Extreme Couture, where he and head coach Eric Nixick
Let's go.
look to right the wrongs from their first battle with the current champion.
Use your footwork. Be in, be out. Nice. Perfect. Let's try to score some now. Look for your finishing shots. Work time. Let's go.
One of the best things about Extreme is we have so many great guys in disciplines.
Lead hands only.
You could not ask for a better camp. You want to go wrestle? We have D1 wrestlers.
A lot of feints, a lot of level changes. Nice.
You want to spar? We have like world champion kickboxers. When it comes to, do I need to find an awkward man to spar? No, I don't. I would rather spar a world champion kickboxer that is nothing like Dricus.
Nice. We're catching, we're throwing.
If I could spar a world champion kickboxer, I could fight Dricus.
Give me a little angle right here. You guys see it? Freestyle, good flow. Sean has always had the skill set to become a champion. It was just a matter of being around the right training partners, and sky was the limit for him. Hey, we got ground and pound, top, bottom out. Work time, let's go! Leading up to the Dricus fight, I knew it was gonna be a tough fight. When I rewatched the fight and I break it down, there was a lot of things that we could have done better. Oh! Things that would help us make it not a split decision. And Dricus did enough to win that fight.
Oh, big right hand for Du Plessis.
I got to take accountability on what we could have done better. I don't want to argue about the decision. I don't want to say it was a robbery. Dricus and his team did what they were supposed to do. They won that night. Now it's up to us to do better this time around. Let's go, baby. Give it to me. Come on. Shoot. We have to either make it a finish or go out and steamroll this guys where there's no question.
The thing about Dricus, he does nothing right, but it always works out. He fights hard and he's awkward.
He's still a bit unorthodox.
Oh, big left hand.
That's it.
You just got to have your hands where they need to be, having your hips where they need to be. I think my striking's light years better than his.
Oh,
Cooks right through the guard.
When Izzy was beating you in striking, I dog walked Izzy.
Oh, huge right hand for Sean Strickland.
The result ends up with me being still champion. I can guarantee you that.
Whoa. Big strikes by the South African.
Now we are looking at finishing this fight.
Stop.
2024 was the beginning of our championship reign. In 2025 will be the best one yet.
The rematch that had to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot wait to see that fight.